This is Falling in Reverse, and you're watching The Live Addiction with Steve-O on thebuzz.com. Moo.
This is the end of everything that I've known. No way of knowing if I'll ever be home.
True places.
Nah, it's all good. Right. I'm here at House of Blues Houston, and my guests today are none other than Ronnie Radke and Ryan Seaman from the band Falling in Reverse. Ronnie and Ryan are currently on tour in support of their latest record, Fashionably Late.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are currently on the Bury the Hatchet tour with Escape the Fate, which was your old band.
Yeah.
There used to be a lot of beef with the two bands. Can you elaborate? What happened? What came to this point to where you guys were like, yeah, let's just...
There still is a bunch of beef.
Oh, yeah?
No, I'm just kidding. It was a big thing. It's all over the internet or whatever. You know, I went to jail, got kicked out of that band. Couldn't blame them. At the time, I did blame them because I was very hurt, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I was a kid, you know? But over time, looking back on it, it's like, of course, what are they going to do? They think I'm going to prison for 5 years. They got to get a new singer. You know, the only thing that bothered me was that they would talk crap about me. So then it became this big rivalry, whatever you want to call it, against each other. And I wrote a record when I got out of prison, and most of the songs were about them. And that was, and it blew up.
So what was the decision to decide to, you know, as the tour is titled, bury the hatchet, and kind of make friends, make nice?
I thought about it. I was like, what can we give the fans because the scene's kind of like the same old thing. Same bands tour together, same thing happens. You know, what could we give the fans? Like something different. I want to do something different for them. So that's what I came up with, and then I hit them up, and then they jumped right on board immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
was it like an initial call to Craig or?
Yeah, it was Craig. I emailed him, and I was like, I apologized to him. The first email, I'm like, dude, it's been a long time, you know, and I'm sorry for the stuff I said, you know, and he literally emailed me right back, and he apologized. So I took that email. I was like, want to tour together? He's like, I thought you would never ask.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because your bands share the same fan bases, and
Yeah.
it's cool. I mean, I'm a fan, so it's cool to see you guys both together on the same stage. I'm definitely excited to see the collaboration you guys are going to do.
I feel like now the fans don't have to choose.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know.
So what's next after this tour for both of you guys? I know we talked briefly about you.
When's this coming out?
When's this coming out? It'll come out at the end of this week.
What's after this? Oh, we'll go in the studio, make a new record.
Okay.
Yeah. We have a producer picked out. Can't really talk about the producer, but we got album. What was it? AP. What was it? Oh, most anticipated album of 2014. So we're going into the studio to make a record, and we have a tour, a big tour, but we're not allowed to talk about it until March.
Because you guys are touring through February, and then cool. When should we expect the new Falling in Reverse?
Christmas
time. All right, that's pretty quick because you just released this other one.
Yeah.
And you've got some solo stuff going on as well.
Yeah, after this mixtape's coming out, there's like 4 songs out right now. It's got Andy from Black Oak Brides, Danny Warsnott from Asking Alexandria, Tyler Carter from Issues, Jacoby Shaddix, Ciari, the kid from Atlanta. He's like a rapper. Craig Mabbitt's singing on it. Is that it?
Andy from Blackville, did you say that?
Yeah, that was the first one.
Yep, there we go.
He's not paying attention.
Like,
that's okay. So a question for you, something that I've been always curious about. You used to be heavy into drugs.
Yeah.
I myself have been clean from drugs and alcohol for a little over 4 years.
That's awesome.
Now that you're like back in the rock and roll lifestyle, how do you do it? How do you abstain when you're around all this temptation all the time?
I just pretty much give in to all temptations and do everything.
No, I know that's not true.
No, the drugs is not a question ever, not even a little bit. You know, it's hard to explain. I guess I just made that decision to never literally do any type of substance.
Because you got clean in prison, right?
I had to. I was forced to. It's never been a problem. I don't know. I think as time went on in prison, getting into that routine, when you tell yourself every day in the mirror that when you get out you're not going to do that, you pretty much train your brain. Is what I believe. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Just the will to not do it.
Yeah. And you give them all to this guy now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to let my fans down. I don't want to let my family down. And most of all, I don't want to let myself down.
Yeah.
You know, because we all know what it's like when I'm on drugs, or at least these guys do.
Well, now you have a 8-month-old daughter,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, she's beautiful. Her name's Willow.
And you got to see her yesterday in Dallas, right? On that
Yeah.
stop. That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, so a little rapid-fire question for both of you. Besides cell phones and basic toiletries, what's like a must-have on tour that you guys have to have for each of you?
Drumsticks, kick pedal,
Yeah.
snare.
Really?
I'm just kidding.
Huh.
No,
Something that
Besides
we wouldn't possibly know.
you know what? Flip flops. Because there's a
Flip-flops.
lot of
Fuck.
Hold on. There's a lot of dirty.
Flip-flops.
There's a lot of dirty showers.
Okay. There you
Oh,
go.
no, you're right.
All right.
Flip flops,
That's a good one, actually.
Gonna say,
right?
not very metal, but yeah, for the
No, it's
showers.
not metal, but
Yeah.
dude, yeah. There's nothing metal about getting like
must-
fungus on your
Absolutely.
Must have.
Sick.
Brand new socks every day.
Socks. Yeah.
Every day.
Brand new socks.
You just throw the old ones out. You never have to worry. And you know what? You feel so good.
Yeah.
Feel clean.
Yeah.
That's nice. Coolest concert you've ever been to?
Dude, I don't.
What are you looking at me for?
We'll go Ryan first and then Ryan.
Coolest concert I've been to. I would say when I was like in middle school, I got to go see Green Day,
Okay.
and that was pretty amazing. It was
Yeah.
life changing for me anyway.
Right.
I got to see like a whole production. I'd never seen a band like, have like pyro, and I've never seen a band have like that was like my first like.
What year
wow.
was this?
96.
So this one they're like huge.
Yeah.
Okay.
like
Coolest concert.
like in the Dookie days,
Yeah.
But
I don't remember.
What about coolest you've been a part of? Maybe like a festival or
Part of?
we opened
Tour
up
even festival.
for we opened up for Guns N' Roses
That's rad.
Yeah, they called us.
Yeah.
day before too.
I didn't believe my manager. I thought he was joking. They were like, tomorrow you want to play with Guns N' Roses? I'm like,
Like
shut
what?
up, dude. He's
Yeah.
like, no, really. You have to be at the Palladium tomorrow if you want to do it. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That's
Nikki
awesome.
Sixx walked in, shook my hand. He's like, have a good show. And then
Yeah.
Axel, and it was crazy. It's pretty sick.
Cool. What were the first artists that got you into playing music? Got you into wanting to play music? Doesn't have to necessarily be heavy artists, just anything.
First artist, I'd say, got me into music, be like Dr. Dre, Chronic.
Okay.
First Chronic. Like, I was like in 3rd grade. I wasn't allowed to have that. My brother gave it to me. It was a tape.
Yeah.
And then like since then, I'd always listen to that. And then I got into pop punk and like punk or whatever. The Rancid and Out Come the Wolves tape still, cassette or whatever. And Blink-182, Bad Religion.
We grew up like in the same era, but yeah, my parents like they were kind of hippies.
Yeah.
But they showed me the Beatles, and that made me want to get into music. And then Green Day just took it that much further,
Yeah.
And Green Day,
Yeah,
dude,
Green
of course.
Day, Offspring, Rancid. It was like all the early like Epitaph bands, like
Punkorama.
yeah, all the punk rock stuff. And that's how you
Yeah.
found out about other bands because they had like compilations. You're like, who's that? Never heard of them. And then
Like Voodoo Glow Skulls.
Refused.
Refused was amazing.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
MXPX was a big influence on me.
And then when like Thrice came out,
Oh yeah.
is when I started getting into the screaming, and then like like scream. What would you call it? Screamo or whatever, and like
Metalcore, whatever you call it these
Yeah.
days. Yeah.
like Under Oath, dude. Under Oath changed. Taking Back Sunday and Under Oath changed me from punk to whatever that kind of music
Yeah.
you would call it.
What have you been listening to lately that maybe came out in the last year or so?
I don't listen to anything except hip hop because I don't think anything out right now is personally worthy in our scene. And I'm not talking crap. I just can't listen to it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I try to listen to things outside, like
What you play?
right.
Yeah.
I think it expands your mind as a musician.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's cool. You're a big fan of Eminem too.
Yeah.
What did you think of the new album?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I think it's his best work. I think he just gets better and better and better. And
I'm not a hip hop fan, but I like that album. It's good.
Yeah.
We listen
can
to it like
to
every day on our
Yeah.
last tour, like
Yeah.
every day, just pumping the.
Craziest or funniest experience with a fan or fans? Something jumps up.
man, I can never talk about it.
Okay.
I really want to.
Yeah.
What
The other
about
night.
what about Denver? We were doing a signing, Warped Tour, and this girl was like, "I've been waiting my whole life to do this" or something. Remember? And she like,
She flashed.
yeah,
You take my virginity.
No
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
yeah.
There you
That's
go.
something that stuck out though.
movies. Last year for me was a great year in movies. I don't know if either of you are into movies
I
at
love
all.
movies, yeah.
What's something recently you've
Last
seen that you were
year?
stoked on?
I loved Anchorman.
Okay.
That was really good.
That was so funny to me. Wolf of Wall Street.
That was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Really good.
Super vulgar. Do not watch that with anyone in your family.
It was bad.
Yeah.
It was like a lot of drug usage and
Yeah.
stuff. I don't know. What else? I forgot.
Did you see American Hustle or Dallas Buyers Club?
I heard they were good though.
They're great. Check them out. And Her with Joaquin Phoenix.
Haven't seen that one yet
Yeah,
either.
it's really good. I like to end every interview with a tattoo question. Do you have any tattoos?
I have nothing.
Awesome. This will be easy then. Tell me about like one of your favorite or funniest or something that we might not know.
Went on LA Inc. when I was high on drugs with that dude Max.
Okay.
This is like 2007.
The guy that gave
yeah,
me a warm
2007.
embrace.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's funny. And I would used to watch LA Inc. and I would be like, so stupid. I'd be like, everybody goes on there with these like sad stories or whatever, and everybody's always talking about all these sad things, and they're gonna get, oh, so and so passed away, which is understandable. But I'm like, it's always like these sob stories. So I went on there, and I tried to justify it because I was doing drugs or whatever. But and the guy Corey tattooed me, and I made up a big story that I had a Clydesdale named Butternuts, and he when I was 5, and he died eating a slice of pizza, and he had a heart attack. And I told him if you YouTube it, it's there and it's ridiculous.
And this made it on the show.
Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
they were like, you had a Clydesdale named Butternuts, and I was like, yep. And he died eating a piece of pizza out of the trash. He had a heart attack, and they were like, that's what you want? I'm like, yeah. I was like, I want Kermit the Frog riding him saying "Ahoy Butternuts" because he was my favorite singer when I was a kid.
Yeah, naturally.
And they were looking at me like, and by the end of the interview, they were like, you did not have a horse. I'm like, nope. And they were like, you got the tattoo. I'm like, yep. So.
Yeah, some of my favorite ones are silly things like that. Well, thanks so much for your time, Ryan, Ronnie. I'm a photographer too, so I'll see you guys out in the pit.
Cool.
If you guys haven't already, go check out Falling in Reverse's new album, latest album, Fashionably Late. Yeah, thanks again, guys.
Thank you. Thanks very much. I don't know.
That was good.
You should do one where you're like, this is Falling in Reverse. You're watching the live addiction with Steve-O.com on the buzz.com.
What if you did? Never mind. It's totally good. I'd be like, you're on, this is the button. I'm like, and you're on the. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
No. We gotta discuss his faces.
I love it. It's perfect.
What are you
Would
doing,
you-
bro?
would you-
No, stop it.